Deep within the heart of Java, where the canopy is so thick that sunlight becomes a forgotten memory, there exists a path that even the bravest hunters refuse to tread. They call it Lorong Hutan Tua, the ancient forest corridor. Hey everyone, I'm so glad you could join me today. We're going on a bit of a dark journey, exploring a legend that has kept villagers indoors for generations. We're talking about the one and only Lampir. Now you might know her from the old television shows or films, but the folklore behind this guardian is far more visceral and unsettling than any screen could capture. Imagine a silence so heavy it rings in your ears, broken only by the sound of something dragging through the dry leaves just out of sight. That is the entrance to her world. Are you ready to see what's waiting in the mist?
Lampir isn't just a ghost, she is a force of nature, a sentinel of the spiritual border. Legend says she wasn't always the terrifying figure we know today. Once she was a beautiful princess named Siti Lampir Maimunah who fell in love with a mortal man, only to be betrayed and shunned. Her grief and rage transformed her, turning her skin the color of bruised moss and her heart into a cold stone of vengeance. As we walk deeper into this narrative, think about that transition, from a heart full of love to a soul bound to the dark woods of Mount Merapi. She is often described with long, tangled silver hair that flows like a waterfall of silk and eyes that glow with an unnatural, sickly green light. It's said that if you see that glow through the trees, you've already wandered too far into her territory.
The Lorong Hutan Tua itself is more than just a trail, it's an optical illusion. Locals believe the trees shift their positions to trap those who don't belong. Have you ever felt that strange sensation that you're walking in circles, even though you're sure you've been heading straight? That's the first sign Lampir is toying with you. She doesn't just hunt, she plays. She enjoys the scent of fear as it ripens. People who have supposedly survived the encounter describe a sudden drop in temperature, a coldness that bites through your skin and settles in your bones. They also mention the smell, not of rot exactly, but of ancient incense mixed with damp earth and something metallic. It's the scent of a ritual that never ends, a constant reminder that in this forest, you are the intruder, and she is the absolute queen.
Let's talk about that iconic laugh. It's not the high-pitched cackle of a fairy tale witch. No, the true laugh of Lampir is described as a guttural, wheezing sound that vibrates in your chest. It starts low, like the grinding of stones, and rises into a shrieking crescendo that can paralyze a man where he stands. It's a sound that signals her presence long before you see her. Imagine being lost, the sun has set, your flashlight is flickering. And then, from every direction at once, that sound erupts. It's enough to make anyone lose their mind. Villagers say that when she laughs, the birds stop singing, and even the insects go silent. It is the sound of the forest holding its breath in fear. It's fascinating, isn't it? How a single sound can carry so much power over the human psyche.
The connection between Lampir and the mystical powers of the earth is deeply rooted in Javanese occultism. She is believed to possess the Aji Pameleng, the ability to know when someone is speaking her name or thinking of her. So maybe I should be careful, right? But seriously, this spiritual awareness makes her the ultimate guardian. She protects the hidden treasures and the ancient Mustika stones buried deep within the forest. These aren't just physical gems, they are vessels of immense spiritual energy. Many have entered the Hutan Tua seeking these artifacts, driven by greed, only to become part of the forest themselves. Their spirits are said to be bound to her service, wandering the lorong as mindless shadows, forever searching for the exit they will never find. It's a heavy price for a moment of curiosity.
I once heard a story from an old man near the slopes of Merapi.
He claimed that in his youth, he wandered into the corridor while looking for a lost goat. He described how the air suddenly turned thick like honey, making every step an exhausting struggle. He felt a hand, cold as ice, rest on his shoulder. But when he turned around, there was nothing but a swirling cloud of green smoke and the faint rustle of a silken robe disappearing into the brush. He didn't run. He couldn't. He just stood there until dawn broke. When he finally found his way back, he realized he had been gone for 3 days, though to him, it felt like only 10 minutes. This time-warping effect is a classic hallmark of Lampir's domain. It's like stepping into a different dimension, where our laws of physics simply don't apply.
Why does she stay there, though? Why guard a path that leads to nowhere? Some mystics believe that Lampir is actually guarding a portal, a gerbang gaib, that connects our world to the realm of the spirits. If the corridor were left unguarded, the balance between the two worlds would collapse. In this light, she isn't just a monster. She's a necessary guardian, a dark protector, ensuring that the horrors of the other side don't spill into our reality. It's a lonely existence, if you think about it. Thousands of years spent in the damp dark, feared by everyone, loved by no one. It adds a layer of tragedy to the horror, don't you think? It makes you wonder if the green glow in her eyes is fueled by malice or just an infinite ancient sorrow that has no other way to express itself.
As we get closer to the heart of this legend, we have to look at the rituals people perform even today to appease her. Before entering any ancient forest in Java, it's common to leave an offering, usually some coffee, bitter tea, and specific flowers. This sesajen is a gesture of respect, a way of saying, I am just passing through, please let me leave. It's a fascinating blend of modern life and ancient belief. Even in the age of smartphones and GPS, people still fear the wrath of the Lady of the Forest, because they know that technology won't save you when the path starts to twist and the air fills with that unmistakable wheezing laugh. It's a reminder that there are still places in this world where human logic fails, and the old ways still hold absolute power. Does that give you chills? It certainly does for me.
If you ever find yourself near the Lorong Hutan Tua, remember the rules. Never look back if you hear your name called. Never whistle, as it's seen as a challenge to the spirits. And most importantly, if you see a woman with silver hair standing by a banyan tree, do not approach her. Just bow your head and walk away as calmly as possible. Lampir is not a ghost you can outrun. She is a shadow you can only respect. Her legacy continues to haunt the misty corridors of the Indonesian wilderness, a living testament to the power of folklore and the mysteries that still dwell in the dark corners of our world. She is the watcher, the judge, and the final gatekeeper of the ancient woods. And she is always, always watching from the shadows of the old truths.
Well, we've reached the end of our path for today. I hope you enjoyed this dive into the dark legend of Lampir and the Lorong Hutan Tua. It's stories like these that remind us how much mystery is still out there, waiting to be discovered or avoided. If you found this tale as hauntingly beautiful as I did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. We have plenty more legends and mysteries to uncover together, and I wouldn't want you to miss any of them. Stay curious, stay safe, and maybe keep the lights on tonight just in case you hear a faint laugh on the wind. Until next time, take care and thanks for watching.